This is this is 10 million yen visualized. Props, of course. I'm not stupid enough to carry this around or have real money, this much real money on me. I'm not that stupid. I don't even have this in the savings account right now. But look, this is 10 million yen right here. And in today's video, I'm going to show you, visualize. We're going to visualize with real props how much you get as a software developer in Japan, your income. We're going to go through the junior, mid to senior engineer. I'm going to show you how much you make and maybe like a type of company that you'll be working at or how much it would cost for you to live on this income. We're going to merge all these ideas into one video. And yeah, here we have 10 million yen there right now. And of course, don't worry, this is not real money. Look, here we go. Here we go. It's all fake. It's fake. Okay, the top one's real. So yes, of course, top's real, but the rest is fake. But it's just good to visualize how much you are worth. We're going to visualize your value for a year. It's a bit painful to see, right? So we're going to start off now with junior engineers. Mine, I'll just quickly check my notes here, right here. We're going to start off with junior engineer. How much does a junior engineer make? So this is 1 million yen, right? How do you understand? If you're not in Japan, the best way to think of 1 million yen, just think of this as 10,000 yen. So the slabs I showed you before, think of that as your 100k income. And, I know, depending on the city and all that, but just imagine it as if it was that in like 15 years ago, of course. But now, okay. So for the junior engineer, you have 1, 2, 3 of these. Okay, that's in 1 year. It sounds low, right? That's 3 million yen. I was getting about around this much on my first engineering. I can't say engineering because some guys in countries I can't pronounce are getting angry saying that in their country it's illegal to call yourself an engineer if you do not have an engineering certificate. Shush, you guys. This is not your country. We don't care about your country. This is Japan. No one cares about your country. What we care about, your engineer, software developer, web developer, IoT, whatever. 3 million yen, usually the starting rate. Now, what are your responsibilities? You might be just helping out fixing minor bugs. There's an existing code base. You could be adding new features to that code base. There's always a guy on top of you, not physically. You know what I mean? There's a guy in charge, maybe a lead tech or a manager who's going to help you on the project or the product that you are working on. So you're not left alone in most cases. And if you are, you're not getting paid enough. So yeah, show your manager this. So show your boss this video. That's junior engineer, 3 million yen. And can you live on? You can live on this. For 3 million yen, you can spend. So you get like 250,000 yen per month, or less than that. Some of you guys. And then let's say you can find. I'm talking Tokyo. Other cities, it's more than enough, or not more than enough, but you can find a lot cheaper rent. In Tokyo, you'd have to move out from the center or go to a share house, or you can find cheap rent for around 50,000 yen per month, living alone. You can afford your own food. Company pays for your transportation to the office, or sometimes a lot of these companies now work from home, more than you'd expect. Work from home, so that's the 3 million. So now you're a junior engineer. The first year, maybe you're just a self-taught as well. There's the first incomes. I don't know anyone who's jumped from no job to 5 million yen plus. It's not rare, but I mean, okay, maybe it is rare. I haven't heard of it. Unless you're some super genius with a PhD or something, they're going to pay you a lot more. The next one is that. Oh wait, just one more thing about the junior engineering income is that this is even large companies too. So even if, let's say Toyota or some large company will still pay their juniors or interns, or let's say fresh new grads, 3 million yen, right? Remember, this is Japan. Things progress gradually, not rapidly. They're not going to hire you for 10 million yen and fire you in 3 months. Like that's what happens with some guys in some of those silicon boys. Okay, so all the silicon boys out there, you don't even need to watch this and you don't need to comment. This is for your regular folk, people. peeps, plebs, pleb devs. Okay. Now this is when it gets interesting. Now I say this is from 3 years to 7 years. Okay. The mid engineering, how would you call it? Mid engineers. You can be stuck as a mid engineer for 7 years. Hell, I even know some guys who are getting paid mid engineer level, mid engineer pay, but they have the responsibilities of a lead. It happens. Tell me in the comments if that's you. Now we're going to double this. We're going to do 6 million yen, six of these bad boys, and I want to say after 3 years, you can imagine you're going to go to 5 million, 6 million. You can remove or add. Let's just say around six. In my case, my first 5 million yen per year income was after 3 years. Some people it takes longer to get to the 5 million. We're going to slap on another one because we're going to go from 3 to 7, 3 to 6, let's say 3 to 6 years in the game. And you can be front end, you can be back end, you can be IoT, DevOps, whatever you want to do. I don't think it changes dramatically. Oh, but my friend makes. Let's just chill out. I'm not saying this is the absolute number, and if you don't agree with it, then delete yourself. No, I'm not saying that. These are the numbers I've been seeing. Look, I've been here for working IT in Japan for around 10 years now. Okay, so I might know what I'm talking about, or I might be an idiot. I'm just a YouTuber. And then so now we're going to say what are your responsibilities. So the responsibilities now is you could be fully in charge of a product. I mean, you can be front end and back end and only get paid the 6 million yen, or you could be just under the lead dev. And so the lead dev will be in charge of the whole product. And then you could be the second in charge. And then you might have 3 or 4 junior devs or maybe offshore devs making the rest of the product. So you could be in charge of main features, or you could be in charge of the other engineers, which is why I'm saying that sometimes people can be in the industry for 7 years and still only make 7 million yen. But when I say only, it depends on which city you're in. If you're out in the sticks somewhere in Japan, 6 million is an amazing income, right? The houses are basically free in some of these. I mean, look, I'm talking about akiyas, right? So depending on where you are, 6 million yen is peanuts. If you're in Tokyo, then 6 million yen is okay. It's okay. But you're not going to razzle and dazzle the ladies with this income, okay? You can razzle and dazzle some ladies out in the sticks, out in the, is it the Goonies you call it? I don't know what you call it. Out in the sticks, out in the swamps. I don't know what you call it. So that's that. Now, the responsibilities you kind of understand now. You could be in charge of an architecture. They go, okay, Tyrone, look, can you? We have this type of product we want. Can you decide on the libraries and all that, and can you decide on how long it might take? You could be thrown into the deep end. So that's why the mid engineer is really difficult to put a price on a mid engineer's income level. Okay, so we're going to talk about now quick is how much would you pay for rent if you're trying to live in Tokyo, trying to live a normal pleb life? You want to have your own little apartment within 30 minutes to Shibuya because you want to go out, go to the bar, some razzle dazzle with the ladies, I'm talking about, fellas, you're trying to get yours. We're trying to get ours, okay? We're all trying to get our own. Now, you want to upgrade your rent to around just under Juman a month, let's say. Juman, right? $1,000 for some of you guys out there, Juman a month. And yes, you still have quite a bit left. You can go out once in a while. Maybe you can save or invest in some altcoin. Play around with some altcoin. Play around with some rug pulls. You have a bit of money now to enjoy that. You can go on trips to Vietnam or Thailand in the holidays. You have a bit of money now. But you probably won't be going on trips to America or Europe with this income. You have to save quite a bit. You'll be losing quite a lot. The yen's quite weak. Now, we're going to go now from the mid. The mid can last forever. Okay, I've only I've only pulled myself out of the mid after 7 years, around the 6 7 million yen. Mine was 6 7. We're gonna step now to senior engineer, and now you're thinking this is where some people get it. You're looking at Silicon Valley and you're thinking that's how the world operates. It doesn't. Why do I have to tell you this? Are you a sick freak who doesn't understand that the world, it has what, 7 billion people now, right? 1.4 in India, one point something in China, and you think the world is revolves? It does revolve around Google and all that. So they are right in that sense. They own the world, don't they? Thank you, YouTube and Google. Now we're looking at 9 million yen. So senior engineers, senior tech leads, senior engineers, hell, even CTOs in Japan, 9 million yen, right? 9 million yen. What are you gonna do? Everything, every damn. You think of it, they're gonna make you do it. Oh, you're a front end guy. Okay. Oh, you can do design now. Yeah. Yeah. Right. You can do design now. You wanna do this? Here you go. Take that and do the design. Take the money and do the design as well. You React pleb. So, oh, you're a React guy? Oh, you can do Node.js is the same. It's all just JS. Yeah. They're gonna make you do everything for this amount. It doesn't sound like much. I know there's some guys in Australia making this after high school. Okay, that's in a bit of an extreme. But anyway, the 9 million yen is quite a decent. Now, this is when you start getting into decent living in Japan. Okay, in Tokyo, you're still gonna. You're a single guy, right? Most of us say, look, be honest. You guys, just be honest. You haven't kissed a girl in like a year or two, and there wasn't even your girlfriend, and maybe you paid for it, or maybe someone else did. So, 9 million yen. What can you do with it? You can live a decent life now, a pretty good life in Japan. Move out of Tokyo, 1 hour, you can rent a massive place. Okay, massive in terms of Asia massive, but not massive. If you live in America, massive is massive. You live in Australia, a massive house has a backyard, right? And you can have 5 dogs and a horse. This is when you start going, okay, now I make 9. You're still gonna rent like a thousand or June a month. And you know what? This is gonna be my altcoin. This is gonna investments. This is gonna be rent. This is gonna be taxes. This is where you fool around money. So you can see now that you have a lot of options now. You can probably just spend your money to make your little startup on the side. So that's why I say that you don't need a crazy amount of money to enjoy Japan. Now you have 9. Let's add. Why would I separate 9 million and a 10 million? Well, it's just a number, and at the end of the day, it's an extra 1,000, 10,000 a year, right? An extra 100 man. Okay, now who gets 10 million yen? You can go start looking around and go, oh, there's a jump 10 million yen, Tyrone. Tyrone, you didn't. Shush. Just stop it. Just calm down for a second. Hey, Silicon boys in Tokyo, from Canada, from Portland, Oregon. Okay, soy boys, listen here. It's not the easiest. You're not easily. Okay, look, I'll be straight up. I make this much, okay, a year, and I've got evidence. If you're in my Discord, I always share my dashboard for LevTech, how much I make. I'm always open about how much I make, not because I want to dunk on people. It's because I'm sick and tired of people faking how much they make, and they go out with these courses. Even tech guys do it. Okay, I'll show you how to make 100K. Man, you don't even make that much here. Stop lying. Stop. Drink a sip. Have a sip. Okay. So I know CTOs who just make 10 million a year. CTOs who have been working 20 years. Now you think you're a peanut brain mind who thinks if the whole world is revolved around an income of a small area in the West, in America. Just chill out for a second. I want to chill out for you. Okay, I want to chill out for me. 10 million is an amazing income in Japan. Okay, and it's quite rare for a senior engineer to be making 10 million yen. unless you're going to see a lot of this too, a lot of this post pandemic times. For about 2 years, everyone had money. They're throwing it around. Woven Toyota was hiring a lot of, overpaying a lot of engineers. So everyone has, at a certain time for about 2 years, all these companies were throwing around 10 million yen dev jobs. They would never do it before. It was unheard of. So there is a time when people were getting all this. This is fake. This is as good as your income. It's all printed, right? Yeah, it is that. Probably a good time to invest in some crypto scam or something. Who knows? So the point I'm trying to say here is that CTOs, when I think of senmang, is senmang, 100,000. Think of it as $100,000, New Zealand, Australian dollars. It's CTO level, okay? And you are, before you go off and start finding 100 jobs, just stop it. You just stop it. You live in a hut. Okay, just stop it. Your friend has N5 and he works at Amazon. I'm not talking about Amazon. I'm not talking about fanboys. I have no experience in that world. But I'm talking about the tech space in general. In general. And this is a great income. And if you're working at these large Japanese companies, chances are they won't fire you 3 months from now, suddenly, right? They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. You'll be fine. And you'll get this for the next however years for a long time. And then, so it's the same as the 9 million is the same as the 10 million. Just go like rent or taxes, rent, crypto BS, whatever you want to do, investments. Okay, that's probably another one for taxes maybe. And then this is your party money for the rest of the year. Party, going out, drinking, go on holidays, go to Europe. You can afford it now. Go to Australia. You can afford it now. And that's basically the 10 million yen income, which I make, but I make it freelancing. Okay, I make it through freelancing. And I'm always open on jump on my Discord and call me out. I'm always open. I share my screens and live streams. I share my screen, how much I make, because there's nothing to hide. Do you really think it matters that I make 6 or 10? Do you think it really matters that someone makes that much? It doesn't matter. It doesn't actually matter. So I think that's all I wanted to talk about. It's a realistic overview of how much you make in Japan as a software engineer, IoT engineer. Like, it's all that. Just put it all into one. DevOps. Stop thinking you're special because you're DevOps. Stop thinking you're special because you do Next.js. This is the maximum amount you'll make. For most people, that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm here. I'm just here to tell you that. And make sure you like, sub, jump on the Discord, add me on LinkedIn. Okay, LinkedIn, Discord. And yeah, see you in the next one.